Well, it's week 18. Oops. Remember that time when I was 10 weeks pregnant that I was like, I'm definitely gonna make a video next week. I'm totally motivated. I'm gonna document every week of this pregnancy. Nope, didn't happen. Did not happen. Sorry. So much has happened, obviously, but I just wanted to take a little check-in before we actually get to the anatomy scan to tell you what's been going on. So first and foremost, we had our pregnancy confirmation scan. Everything looked beautiful. It was really great to see the baby. We told all our family and friends. My parents were completely surprised and blown away, which was very exciting. My brother and sister-in-law were like, no, we knew exactly what was coming. So did all of Dan's siblings. They were like, yeah, cool, excellent, congrats. Everybody was obviously really happy. But I was thinking we were gonna surprise more people because it happened, in my opinion, very quickly. But alas, but everybody has been very, very excited. My work community and our theater community here in Atlanta has been absolutely stoked. Most of them. Like I said in my last video, I was being really discouraged and felt really bad when I was interacting with social media about my pregnancy. So I've kind of really let that go. I don't really engage with that kind of content anymore. And so I've started to feel a lot better about everything that's going on. It still doesn't feel real. I am 18 weeks and still I'm like, there's gonna be a baby after this? Really? You say so. As soon as I was done with the first trimester, I started feeling immediately better. I started to feel like I was finally over whatever illness I was experiencing. You know that feeling when you finally get over a cold or the flu and you're like, oh, I'm so grateful for my health. That is exactly how I felt. Don't get me wrong. I am still learning my limits and I am not capable of being as productive as I was before I was pregnant. Laziness or no, I am just physically incapable of doing the things that I was able to do all in one day before. Now I'm rocking it today because I'm filming this video. But earlier today I was in the grocery store and felt like I was gonna pass out because I had done 6 different errands all before noon and only had breakfast and didn't have a snack. And I was like, I need to sit in my car, I need a Pop-Tart right now. And that's okay. So to back up a little bit, Dan has obviously been incredibly supportive. Most of our friends are so excited. Work is a little bit different now because literally my center of gravity is off. I can't do the things. I don't have kind of I wouldn't say the stamina or the endurance, but I just physically feel like I cannot crawl on the floor like I could before because I probably shouldn't. So that'll be interesting as we get into the spring and I do some more production photos. So work has been a little different. It takes me a lot more energy and a lot more work to even just sit down and edit stuff and answer emails. But luckily, because I'm in the second trimester, I've got this second wind. I'm feeling good. I'm not too big. I'm wearing all of these maternity clothes now, which were mostly gifted to me by my next door neighbor because she is an actual saint, including this shirt, which brings me to my next point. Over the last couple of weeks, we have received thousands of dollars of free baby paraphernalia. We're talking clothes, I'm talking bottles, I'm talking pacifiers, I'm talking bottle warmers, I'm talking about wipe warmers, a swing, 2 pack and plays, a breast pump, and then another breast pump. All of these things just given to us out of the kindness of our friends' hearts, people who have had children and who are done having children, please take this stuff. And I am just blown away constantly. Every time that I go into the nursery to sort some clothes or to I found a new container that all the bottles will fit in or whatever, at how much our friends and our community are lifting us up through this. Because I've only bought 2 or 3 maybe maternity clothes. Everything else came from my neighbor. And it made a huge difference when I started to put on and try on all of her clothes because I was like, I actually feel confident, I feel pretty, I feel more like myself because my clothes fit. And I'm not just wearing my pre-pregnancy baggiest clothes. And so all of these little things, I'm not a big fan of things, but the thoughtful accumulation and the thoughtful gifting of baby items that people want to give us because they want us to have a happy baby is just, it's so moving. It's been absolutely incredibly uplifting. Like I said, health-wise, I'm feeling much better. I'm not really experiencing any stretch marks or anything, which is really cool. Dan says I have some on my boobs, which makes sense. No line on my belly or anything like that, but you can definitely tell I'm pregnant now. That we're not messing around with. So our prenatal appointments. We are still obviously just doing one a month, because apparently that's as often as they want to see me. At our first midwife appointment after the confirmation scan, we met one of the lovely midwives. She was so kind and answered all of my dumb questions because I hadn't talked to anybody about any of this stuff. She goes to get the heartbeat with the Doppler machine, and we're talking and having like a casual conversation. She's hunting for it, and I'm like, gosh, this takes a long time. What's going on? And then our conversation slowly gets like less. And then all of a sudden Dan is standing next to me holding my hand, and I'm like, no one's talking. I don't hear anything. What's going on? Don't worry, the story has a happy ending. She did find the heartbeat, but it was so low that she was like, I am so sorry. I had to like hunt for this because this baby just is like real cradled in your hips. It's living its coziest little life. So that was terrifying. But the other day I had my second midwife appointment, the 5-month appointment, and she found it immediately. And the baby was nice and high. She like put it right on my belly and was like, boop, 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 boop. I was like, great. Heart rate was good. My weight gain is good. Everything looks great. We did some blood work. Make your anatomy scan appointment. See you next month. So fast. I won't get over how fast these things are. But it doesn't really feel like it's taking over my life yet. I know because it's not here. But like, yes, we have all this stuff that I have to worry about in the nursery and there are things to do, but it just feels like another project. We've had so many projects over the last couple of years that it just feels like another project to me. Like it's just another thing in the bullet journal to cross off. And I think once I'm like handed a baby, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I'm a parent. But until then, it just kind of feels like another project. A project I'm stoked to work on, but it does still feel like a project. I'm assuming once I hit the 3rd trimester and start feeling like crap again, that I will remember I'm pregnant. But so far, right now, I don't mind being pregnant. It feels fun. I feel okay. I'm like normal fatigue, but like the like compounding symptoms have kind of stopped. Like I just kind of am pregnant. Like I have a belly and stuff, not having any sort of weird congestion. Like my skin is okay. My hair and nails look amazing. The most irritating thing is I have to keep buying new bras. But like other than that, everything's feeling pretty good, which is wonderful. And an absolute like blessing that it's not incredibly difficult so far. Now I'm reserving all judgment until we get that anatomy scan back. There is still worry, but it is not all encompassing. It's more of like a fun thing that I get to talk to people about. My friends and my mom are planning a blowout baby shower for me, which is incredibly kind and very exciting. Because we got married during COVID, we kind of had more intimate and smaller affairs for like our wedding showers, right? My aunt threw me a beautiful family shower. One of my maids of honor threw me a wonderful friend's shower, and they were like outside. They were super social distanced, and we had masks and the whole 9 yards, and they were lovely and beautiful. So for my baby shower, I was like, I wonder if I can get my mom to plan something and it to be like super duper fun, like more Instagram worthy. Not that I'm like worried about pictures, but like I wanna feel some real excitement for this. And one of the ways that I think I can do that is to have like a really fun themed baby shower. So I think we're gonna do like a garden party thing. That's what I have requested, because I'm a gardener. It's so stupid. Yeah, so there's that to look forward to. And my friends are being absolutely amazing and putting it together for me. So there are those kinds of things to look forward to, in addition to the baby. In terms of like research and like what I'm looking at and what I'm trying to work on, I am like slowly but surely reading and prepping for like actual labor and delivery, like starting to get some resources together to like figure out what I want to do and how kind of best to prepare for that scenario. Obviously, like who knows what's going to happen? The baby is going to come, how and when it needs to come. But there's some interesting techniques that I kind of want to learn a little bit more about to maybe have a little bit easier of a time, or at least know kind of like the different parts of what's going to happen. I'm doing that very slowly because I'm trying to enjoy this process and not get too anxious about it. But I'm also starting to read as we build like our baby nursery stuff about like crib sheets and potty training and what kind of diapers to be using and breastfeeding. So now it's like transition from like, okay, what do I need to do during pregnancy to what do I need to do once it gets here? Because there's going to be a lot less time to figure it out once it's here. So although this has not been a weekly vlog like I anticipated and intended it to be, I've just tried to kind of be in the moment and be present and enjoy it. But I definitely did want to like do another video before we have this anatomy scan, because that'll be fun. Looking forward to that, I hope. We don't know the gender of the baby yet. We could have found out when we did the prenatal testing, which was all fine, by the way. That process kind of sucked, and the nurse we had was kind of shitty and didn't really explain to us the paperwork very well. So like we were like, no, we won't find out the gender. I don't want to know. And then it occurred to me, that would have been the more accurate telling of what the gender was. Not that it matters, but just so I know, we can pick a name that's right. But we're not telling anyone the gender until our baby shower. So Dan and I are gonna find out. We're gonna reveal it to everyone there. But so far, I'm really starting to enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I like feeling it move. I'm not really talking to it very much. I probably should be. The cat will not stop laying on me, and I'm sure the baby is gonna come out purring because that's the only sound it really knows. He's so sweet. He knows something's up. All he wants to do is snuggle me 100% of the time, and it's pretty much the sweetest thing that's ever happened because he's my firstborn. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to getting things done, or as much done as I can before it gets dark, because I will then immediately fall asleep. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me. It's a lot of fun, and I'm feeling good about it right now.